Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which will be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson and Lord willing, share a few clips with you, Akiyam and Akwatha. One of them I'm going to show. The other one I may edit into this lesson, if the spirit allows. But needless to say, it's going into you Edomites, man. Okay, you Akiyam and Akwatha are aware of Jacob Rothschild kicking the bucket.
Rothschild, one of Britain's top financiers, has died at the age of 87, his family has announced. A member of the famous Rothschild banking dynasty, he was also a towering figure in the arts who previously chaired the National Gallery. In 1989, he joined with Kerry Packer, the Australian tycoon, to back Sir James Goldsmith's audacious £13.5 billion takeover bid for the tobacco giant BAT, which was abandoned in 1990. He bestrode the square mile for decades, having started at an M. Rothschild, the family banking group, in 1963 before leaving 17 years later after a falling out with his cousin, Sir Evelyn de Rothschild. The dispute resulted in Lord Rothschild taking control of the Rothschild Investment Trust, which was subsequently renamed RIT Capital and now has a stock market value of more than £2.6 billion. He chaired the trust for 31 years, from its listing on the London stock market in 1988 until 2019. His family said, "Our father Jacob was a towering presence in many people's lives, a superbly accomplished financier, a champion of the arts and culture, a devoted public servant, a passionate supporter of charitable causes in Israel and Jewish culture, a keen environmentalist, and a much-loved friend, father, and grandfather."
He's in the fourth dimension right now, receiving his future judgment, man. He's come to the conclusion, okay, that he's going into captivity, man. Okay, as his a regular Joe six-pack counterpart, all right, in the form of you two-time loser Edomites, okay, that are failing miserably in your own kingdom, okay, and you have to work beside those of us that are being held captive. You should be ashamed of yourselves, man. Okay, and you're mad at the wrong people, because this clip I'm going to show you, Akiyam and Akwat, you may have already saw it, but it's from the Elder Manata Zapa's live stream he did last night, going into this Edomite, just speaking proudly on stolen land, man. Speaking proudly on stolen property. You see? And you Edomites are real stupid. Okay? Because contrary to popular belief, the only reason why you're in a position of authority, the only reason why you're in a position of sovereignty, it's because we went off as a nation. We transgressed our power. And that's what I'm going to show you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in this lesson. All right, and this is for you new listeners that are newly coming into the faith, that are unaware, that are not aware of the reasoning behind why we're placed underneath the feet of these heathens, starting with Esau, man. Okay, it's because we've transgressed. Okay, but guess what? There's light at the end of the tunnel, baby. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, and prophecy says what? Esau is going to be removed. All right, pursuing the second Ezra 6 and 9, one of many precepts. Okay, Esau is the end of the world, man. Okay, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. You see, so hey, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, let's stop right here. Let's go here. Let's go to the book of Baruch, the 4th chapter, starting at verse 5, and it reads, "Be of good cheer, my people." Who? The memorial of Israel. You see that? Okay, for all you bugged out Christian apologists, Vocab Malone, Mark Brown, wacky tacky, bugged out, okay, universal doctrine gripping so-called Christians. Okay, let's read it again. Let's blow it up this time. Baruch 4 and 5. Be of good cheer, my people. Possessive. That's possessive there, right? Who? The memorial of Israel is letting you know who that my people is. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai the wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies, man. Okay? And how did we do that? We broke the commandment. We broke the covenant. Okay, that was made with us and our power. We broke that covenant that was made in Exodus, the 24th chapter. The first covenant. You see? In Deuteronomy 28, okay, Lord willing, we're going to get into it briefly. All right, goes into what would happen, what would the repercussions be if we didn't obey. Okay, and we're going to make this all come together through the Spirit, Lord will. Right, let's continue on. For ye provoked him that made you by Salakia. For you, Baruch 4 and 7, and it reads, for ye provoked him that made you, how? By sacrificing unto devils and not to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, idol worship, man. All right, Jake wanted to always worship idols in the cut. All right, it came to the point where the Lord said, what? Hey, you want to worship these idols and follow behind these heathen in secret? No, do it in the wide open. And what did he do? He threw us head first into captivity, man. And we've been falling from grace ever since. Right? Baruch 4 and 8. Right? And it reads, ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up. And ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. Right? Jerusalem being the land. And how did we grieve Jerusalem? When we transgressed our Lord, what did he do? He evicted us off the land. And now heathens dwell there. Let's go here. The book of Luke. Chapter 21. And verse 24, and it reads, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword. Who? Israel, man. Okay? Israel. Our so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And shall be led away captive into all nations. See that? Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And Jerusalem, right? Our land, our holy land, shall what? Shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, the heathen. See? Until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And we're coming into that time now. Where the time of you Gentiles, the natural Gentile, all right, which are you heathen, all right, which you're not the Gentiles that are being spoken of when it comes to the gathering of the Gentiles via Apostle Paul's mission, man. Okay, that's talking about Jake that had been Hellenized, man. Okay? That were carried off unto dumb idols and were once Gentiles, man. You see? Moving in a heathenistic state of mind, in the Gentile state of mind. You see? But it takes the Holy Spirit for you to understand that, even though it's plain as can be. You see? But that's just you heathen trying to force your way into our promises, man, which is not possible. But anyways, okay, we're in the tail end, okay, of you Gentiles, of you heathen, you natural Gentiles being over us, man. Okay, as we can see, the world is in shambles. Okay, Esau is looking real stupid. He's looking real silly. Okay, in the form of his Project Warp Speed and all these other foolish plans that he has set in place. Okay, he's looking real unorganized, man. Okay, wisdom is no longer in teaming. This man's scrambling. Why? Because the transition is occurring. You see, we're in a time now where the Lord is fitting to remove you demons, man. And you Edomites can feel it from up top all the way down to you regular Joe 6-packs, man. Okay, this is why this man. All right, right here. Let's get this real quick. That looks like he's related to a poodle. All right, this is why he was compelled. Okay, to spew his madness all over social media in the form of TikTok. Check this out, Akiyam and Akwa.
Right, and this video was entitled Proud TikTok. Proud Edomite brags about stolen land. Just hold on here. I'm gonna let you hear it. It's a short, so it's gonna go by kind of fast. Listen to this little proud ass devil.
Hear that? Peaceful. You know why? Because there's no people that look like you within an hour and a half of here. Nobody's poor here, homeboy. I work for everything that you see behind me and around me. I own every inch of it. Now go out and get yourself something like that someday. Okay? See if you can make a land prosperous. But I know you can't because I know you're kind and you're not the farmer. We are. Hear that? Peaceful. You know why? Because there's no people that look like you within an hour and a half of here. Nobody's poor here, homeboy. I work for everything that you see behind me and around me. I own every inch of it. Now go out and get yourself something like that someday. Okay? See if you can make a land prosperous. But I know you can't because I know you're kind and you're not the farmer. We are.
Surprise, Evil E. The reason why you're standing on all that stolen land is because of your forefathers, okay, that broke every treaty that they made with the Northern Kingdom in the form of the so-called Native Americans, man. The Gadites, man. Which tribe I happen to stem from. Okay? And the free slave labor, okay, okay, in the form of you persecuting the Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom in its totality, okay, and help build up this queendom, man, okay, which conjured up generational wealth, okay, which you're benefiting off of right this moment, okay, you stupid bastard. But the beautiful thing about it is that you have a date with destiny, as the scriptures tell us. There's a date, you have a date, okay, with destiny, man. Okay, and ultimately the reason why you're in the position you're in, hey, and a matter of fact, I mean, this lesson can go another way, because, hey, make a land prosper. Make a land prosperous. The land is not prospering with you demons ruling over it. The earth is actually languishing, man, as it tells us in Isaiah 24, man. You see? And we can make a whole lesson going into how and why and who's the root cause. But we're going to stick to the point, okay? We're going to stick to the point going into what? How you're in position of power because of the transgression of Israel. And ultimately, you're going to be removed from power. It wasn't because you're a superior nation is the reasoning behind you being over us. No, man, let's go here. You're far from superior. You're actually inferior to us, right? The book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 6, right? And it reads, see, the beautiful thing about the scriptures, it tells the story, man. Precept must be upon precept, line upon line. See, this is the good news, man. This is the good news. This is the gospel, man, which is not good news for everybody, as we're going to come to the conclusion by the end of this lesson. And the phone chimed in. You see? Let's get this. Isaiah 47 and 6, and it reads, I was wroth with my people. Who was wroth with us? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We just read it in Baruch. Okay? I was wroth with my people. When you're wroth with somebody, you're extremely vexed with them. You're heated with them. You're mad at them. In layman terms. Right? I have polluted mine inheritance. How? How, Lord? And given them into thine hand. Right? The abominations of the earth, evil eat. And we're going to show you that. As a matter of fact, when you read up on this chapter, verse 1 tells you who it's talking about. Because it mentions who? The daughter of Babylon. Okay? And all you got to do is Google daughter of Babylon on your phone. And you're going to find out who that's talking about. Okay? I'm going to tell you it's talking about America. Okay? Who rules America, which ultimately they rule the whole earth. Okay? But their throne is right here in America. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. That's not a secret that the white man's ruling. Come on, man. And the hammer of the earth, that power structure is stemming out of America. That's not a secret. Let's continue on. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And this is prophecy, man, that this would happen. We're all the way in Isaiah. But let's go back into time. Okay? Let's go back into time. Let's go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Let's go to the curses real quick. All right? And proving to you that right there in Isaiah 47 and 6 is talking about evil eat. Okay? We already know that. But to establish the fact that it's prophecy pursuant to the curses as to why you're over us. Check this out. The book of Deuteronomy 28 and 15. And Deuteronomy 28 and 15, then we're going to jump. And it reads, but it shall come to pass, which is what? Prophecy, which means to say before. If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, which we didn't, right? To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Now let's jump down and precept that Isaiah 47 with what it's going into right here in Deuteronomy 28, man. In verse 47, and it reads, let's start at 47, and it reads, because thou servest not the Lord Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee. Who's our arch enemy? Psalms, the 83rd chapter. Let me go get it real quick. We'll just get it. Go right to the point and move and come on back. Psalms, the 83rd chapter. Okay? Check this out. Let's start at verse 4. Right? And read down to verse 6, the point. Right? They have said, come. The book of Psalms 83 and 4. And it reads, they have said, come. Let us cut them off from being a nation. Who? Us Israelites. Right? That the name of Israel, see, may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. See, so these nations, these heathen nations have tag teamed together with Esau to come up against us and our power. Check out who's the head of this whole campaign. All right, the tabernacles of Edom, man. Okay. He's the one leading the charge with coming up against us, man. He's the one that's slandering his own mother's son. Let's go back. And back in the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 48 again. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. So it makes sense. Okay, you stupid bastard, that you would be in the position of having all that land, of being the farmer, okay, of being the what? The lender. Okay, but we're coming into the time where you're going to become the borrower. Okay, which is going to make you what? A slave to the lender. Nigga, you're next. You up next. And you watch and see. Back to the scriptures. Right? A little bit more. Continuing on. Right? And he who, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroy thee, man. Okay? And when you go real quick through the spirit, let's get it from here. When you type in yoke of iron, look at it, immediately you see Jake. But check this out. Check this out for prophecy. When you type in the yoke of iron, I'm sure it's still up. Bear with me. I'm sure it's still up. Let me see. Maybe I may have to let me click on this picture. It may link me in. See more. Let me click here. Maybe it'll link me in. There's a picture, right, of a yoke of iron on the so-called Native American and the so-called Negro, and they're side by side, man. That's the picture I'm looking for. They may have taken it down. Let's do this. Let's try one more thing. Oh, Khan, Dawadi Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Check this out. Come on now. See that? Hey, prophecy. See? Prophecy, man. Which is ultimately going to knock you people's teeth down your throat. You see? Because the Bible doesn't lie. The true context of the Bible, the true gospel, does not lie. You see? That yoke of iron was placed upon our necks. Northern and southern and northern kingdom, man. And Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, was the one that put them on us, man. You see that? This man is going to pay. Let's get a little more. The Lord, right? Check this out. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth. Here comes a buzzword, right? As swift as the eagle flieth, man. Okay? And when you go into Obadiah, which is going into Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, it goes into the eagle, man. Okay? When you look at this man's power structures, he's erected. Since the Greeks, they've always rocked the eagle. That's not a coincidence, man. That's a token, is what that is. You see? Check this out. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, right? Because they came over here speaking this bastard language, right? Check this out. A nation, now this is going to link us right back to Isaiah 47:6. Check this out. A nation of fierce countenance, right? Fierce countenance, they show no mercy, right? Which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show mercy. Okay? Nor show mercy. To who? Come on, man. Let's read this from the top. It's vexing. When you meditate on this, it vexes the spirit, man. It really truly does vex the spirit. Deuteronomy 28:50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young, man. Linking us right back to Isaiah. Let's read it again. See? I was wroth with my people, Isaiah 47:6. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thy hand. And did it show and look at this. Thou didst show them no mercy upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. Linking us right back in. Linking us right back in, man. See, we had to drink from the cup because of our transgressions, man. Do you think you're not going to drink from the cup like it says in Jeremiah 49? Man, let's go get that first. Because I want to go grab Jeremiah. I want to go grab Isaiah. But let me grab that. That's the spirit, the Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Let's grab this, Jeremiah 49 and verse 12. And it reads, For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup. What cup? The cup of trembling, man. The cup of the Lord's wrath. And we're going to show you that, which goes into captivity, right? Have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? And there's a question mark there, which raises a question. The answer to the question is you're not going to go unpunished, man. Okay? Thou shalt not go unpunished. See? But thou shalt surely drink of it. Okay? And let's go prove it. The book of Isaiah, chapter 51. Verse 22. And it reads, Thus saith the Lord. Okay? The Lord. Woo! 2 times over, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And thy power that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, which means look, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, right? The cup of captivity, the cup of the Lord's wrath and indignation, right? Even the dregs of the cup of my fury, see that? Thou shalt no more drink it again, man. You see that? Let's get a little more, ready? But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, man, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground, and as the street to them that went over, man. Evil E's been sprawling Jake out since his inception, man. Okay? Using Jake as a doormat. Treating Jake lesser than a dog, man. So use your imagination in regards to what's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven, man. With you demons. Oh, there's a righteous recompense on the way. You better believe it. You see? So, hey, it all makes sense why you're in the position that you're in. All right? It's because of prophecy. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai gave us into you demons' hands because of our transgressions. So don't get puffed up. And what you got to keep in, and what you got to remember, what you got to keep in mind, is that everything that you people have done to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, there's a penalty for that. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf were edified. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kal Halalium La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Shalom.